California prisons are a mess. They're overcrowded. The medical care was so bad that the feds took it over. And most inmates are released only to commit another crime that sends them right back in. But tonight, an example of something right. Kristen Ayers shows us a program that not only preps convicts for well-paying jobs once they get out, but saves taxpayers a bundle.
Hey, your legacy is alive! Hey, your legacy is alive!
It may sound like military boot camp, but take a closer look at the razor wire and guard tower.
Dive school on three. 1, 2, 3. Dive school!
These guys are not in the military. They're inmates at the California Institution for Men at Chino. But instead of sitting in their cells, these convicts are diving into a more promising future, not just for them, but for a cash-strapped California.
When they leave here, they are not the same people they were when they came through the gate the first day.
Suit's got to be watertight.
The facility is the Marine Technology Training Center, a commercial dive school on prison grounds.
I've learned a lot about commercial diving, the physics, physiology, dive medicine, welding, broco, torching, cutting, and a lot about myself, too.
The training will take them from the cell block to the open sea, where they could make up to 6 figures as commercial divers, underwater welders, and heavy construction riggers.
It has opened up an arena of opportunity that I didn't know was available to me.
I came to the program hoping to change my life, and I did.
The program is under the leadership of deep-sea diver Fred Johnson.
The biggest challenge really is to get them to believe in themselves.
Johnson says because these men have lived in prison, they're well prepared and in high demand to work and live on oil platforms, doing dangerous work hundreds of miles offshore.
They don't have that problem of living in a confined space.
The cons are required to spend 4 times more hours training than civilian divers, and it's grueling. By month 4, they must be able to swim 5 miles without stopping and weld not only above ground, but underwater as well.
80% of the inmates never make it through the program, but those who do surface as skilled deep-sea divers capable of patching pipeline from hundreds of feet underwater.
But perhaps the bigger skill, staying out of prison.
This is life training. These guys are learning how to survive. They're learning how to take orders, how to show up to work.
Less than 6% of inmates at dive school land back behind bars. Compare that to 65% of the state's general population.
Once they get out on the outside, they don't want to come back to prison. They have a job to go to when they leave.
As to what pays for this program, not the taxpayer. All the funding comes entirely from inmate-produced goods and services under the California Prison Industry Authority.
I probably would end up coming back because it's all I knew. But now that I have this, I have something to look forward to for the rest of my life.
In Chino, Kristen Ayers, CBS 5.
California spends nearly $50,000 a year to keep an inmate behind bars. Fred Johnson says since 2006, the dive program has saved the state $2.5 million.